The first time we got together, we were talking about the transfer of energy from one moving body to another. We were rolling balls and measuring the effects when it collided with other things. The second time, we were talking about different waves and how energy is transferred using waves. Today, we're going to talk about forms of energy and how energy is transformed from one form to another. So if everybody look at their sheets, we're talking about forms of energy. Energy, what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Work is performed when an object is moved or changed. Energy is never created or destroyed, but is only changed from one state or form to another. Different forms of energy include chemical energy. Chemical energy is the interaction of atoms and molecules. Electrical energy, which is generated by the movement of particles called electrons. Gravitational energy, which is created when objects are acted upon by the force of gravity. Heat, also called thermal energy, is generated by the interaction of matter at different temperatures. Light is a form of energy. This light coming off of here is a form of energy. It's called radiant energy. Kinetic energy is that which is generated by the motion of mass. And potential energy is energy that is stored. That brings us to our first exercise, the transformation of energy. What we have is a homemade motor. We've got a magnet, we've got a copper coil of wire, and we've got a battery. So when we complete the circuit, we have the battery, which is a form of what kind of energy? Chemical energy. When we complete the circuit, it moves electrons through the wires, which is
electric energy.
Which is now transformed into motion, which is kinetic energy. Energy stored in a battery is a form of blank energy.
Chemical.
Okay, as the electrical energy is transformed into magnetic force, it turns the copper coil in circles, generating an electric motor. Turns energy into
work. Yep.
First exercise done. You broke the circuit, so what happened?
It stopped.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Next exercise, we're going to transform chemical energy into kinetic energy again, but we're going to do it in an entirely different way. Everybody gets a balloon. Don't blow it up. Don't do anything with it. So,
it feels really good.
the chemical bonds in the baking soda has an element in it called carbon.
Carbon dioxide?
Right. And there's oxygen in there as well. And they're held together in bonds. If we break those bonds, it's going to release energy. The energy is already there in the chemical bonds. We're going to release that energy by mixing it with some vinegar.
Oh, vinegar.
And so let me show you how this works.
Oh, it's going to bubble up. I've done this before.
Yeah, I'm going to take this balloon here. And I'm going to
do is it's going to blow
load
up.
it with some baking soda.
It's going to blow up the balloon.
Now I've got some baking soda inside this balloon. I'm going to put this balloon over the bottle. Like
Make sure it's tight.
Now I'm going to
And then
dump
you put the
baking
baking
soda
soda
in
and then
and watch what's happening.
the balloon up. Whoa! Wow, that's awesome! That's so cool. I knew it was going to happen.
So what's happening is the energy is causing the carbon dioxide gas to be released, and it's under pressure and blowing up this balloon. So
you should be
we had chemical energy. It was stored in the molecular bonds of these chemicals. What is that called? What kind of energy is that?
potential.
By mixing them together, it created a reaction which released that energy, blowing up the balloon. So the act of blowing up the balloon, what kind of energy is that?
Is it still blowing
And
up?
now
It
we've used that energy and it's under pressure up here. So now the energy is stored in a different way. First it was stored chemically, now it's stored mechanically. Holding the pressurized gas inside the balloon is a form of blank energy.
Potential?
Yes, good job, Bash! That potential energy is stored in the balloon as pressure. If I release the pressure, what's going to happen? It's going to fly. And what kind of energy is that? Kinetic energy. So,
Let go.
oh, all right.
Oh.
Vinegar.
They're not yours. Lena's blowing up a balloon like crazy.
And then
Oh
dump
my
the
God! You don't
baking
get
soda
to
in
say
there.
it in. Put one with it. Oh, it's not. No.
There you go.
You do not get tightened up. And I need this. No. They're just dying. No, mine's
Careful not to let the
It
baby
looks like we did our
Go
science
before.
experiment.
There it goes.
Oh, that one's gonna.
Wow, look at that fizz.
No, take it really good that you have.
We've explored turning chemical energy into electrical energy into kinetic energy. We explored taking another form of chemical energy. One chemical energy was a battery. This chemical energy is breaking the bonds and releasing energy. And so now we're going to use light energy. What I have here is a photovoltaic cell.
What
A
is that?
photovoltaic cell converts light energy, which is a radiant
I've seen
energy,
these.
into electrical energy.
And this will tell you how much voltage it is.
And this is a multimeter, which will tell us how much voltage we're getting out of that photovoltaic cell. So right now,
It's just 2.
the light in this room is
5.
striking this photovoltaic cell, and it's turning it into electrical energy. So we got light energy transformed to electrical energy, which is creating work over here with the LCD screen. Right now we got 0.02 volts just from the light in here. But if I take this flashlight, shine it on there, what's going to happen?
Higher voltage.
Higher voltage. Okay, let's see how much higher voltage. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, it went up to 0.9, 0.09.
Can you get closer? No, 10.
Can I get closer? That's a good question. Let's do this a little more scientifically and measure how close the light is, okay? So let's set this tape measure here. All right, and let's put the flashlight end at 10 inches.
10 inch.
10 inches, and you're going to have to do a steady beam. Just keep clicking it until it's a steady beam. 10 inches gives us 0.24 volts at 10 inches. Everyone write that down
What?
on your sheet. The photovoltaic cell transforms blank energy into blank energy. So what are we doing? We're turning
Light energy into.
electrical energy. Using the multimeter to measure how many volts is generated by shining the flashlight on the photovoltaic cell. So how many volts are generated with the flashlight is 10 inches from the cell. We got the flashlight at 10 inches from the cell. We got 0.24 volts. So that's a quarter of a volt roughly. So 0.24 on number 3.
1, 2, 4.
Okay, everybody got that? How many volts are generated with the flashlight at 5 inches from the photovoltaic cell? Okay, so move the flashlight to 5 inches. What's it say on the multimeter?
6, 7.
0.67, all right, 0.67 volts. Okay, now this next thing we're gonna have a lot of fun with. You're gonna like this one.